Shalom. I want to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua, laboring in this truth. Alright, today I have 4.0 magnitude earthquake reported in U.S. A 4.0 magnitude earthquake was reported in California on Friday, April 4th, according to the United States Geological Survey. And yeah, man, though these are the signs that, Yahushua and his disciples were discussing. They asked him, what would be the signs of thy return, and earthquakes were a part of that, and earthquakes, they've been happening frequently in the earth, and that's something to pay attention to, man. I think that's something to take heavy, not even just earthquakes, tornadoes and storms and floods, all that plays a part, So real quick, Matthew 24 and verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of the Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And see that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass. Here's the point right here. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And yeah, man, this is what you got right here. Earthquakes breaking out left and right, tornadoes getting intense in the earth, all these are the beginning of sorrows, and man, people, we not worried about, we not worried about if you get it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, But these are, the men of the Lord are warning you, man, and they not doing it on their own will. They didn't just wake up and say, let's just get together and preach the Bible. Nah, the Lord has them possessed, by the Holy Spirit. And let's get there real quick, The Lord put these words in the mouths of the prophets, man. Hold on 1 second. Second Esdras 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people with the words of prophecy, which I have put in thy mouth, said Yahweh Shai, and call them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah, man. And that's what the Lord doing. He's putting the Holy Spirit on Great Millstone and his men to warn his sheep. You gotta warn the sheep. And that's what I'm doing sincerely, man, So, 1 second, bear with me. I got something else. Okay. Romans. You got Romans 13 and Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time that now is how it is high to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. Yeah. You see, because all these things are coming to pass. That go back to Matthew 24, Is the Lord putting the spirit on his men to know and to have discernment to tell when the end is near. So yeah, now is the time. It's high time to wake out of sleep, because the signs of the Son of Man they're here. The signs, but the end is not yet. The end ain't here just yet. Let's go down here, see if I can get it. Yeah. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many prophets shall rise and deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endured to the end, this the point, but he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, Because it's a high time for us to wake out of sleep. So us that endured to the end, we gonna be the ones that saved, man. And this kingdom, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So yeah, these are the signs of the end, But the Lord, he's wrapping up he's gathering his elect, man. He's gathering his men. And Lord willing, Abaratazah, I'm a part of that elect, Lord. With that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.